up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if your name is Kanye West, you've already been exposed in a new lawsuit that you are looking like an even bigger weirdo than Diddy. And baby, for anybody saying, "Oh my God, this looks like a setup," people are saying that the reason why all this stuff is coming out about Kanye now is because he's been quietly paying off settlements for years about this stuff, getting this out the way. It's only now that money is limited, or maybe he just don't care anymore, that these things are coming up because he doesn't have the money to pay people off. However, a lot of people didn't believe what was happening, or they were angered by what was happening. Okay. However, it seems like even Kanye's biggest supporters are reading the writing on the wall. Kanye's biggest fan account, his biggest supporter, his biggest defender, Ye Defense Team, has changed their name on Instagram. And to Kanye Memorial, instead of Kanye's defense team, Kanye's Memorial, because they have said that they have seen too much, heard too much, and witnessed too much, and they can no longer stand by who Kanye West currently is. Let me just read you the statement. They said, "This is a message from the previous admins of this page. Please continue to join us as we plan to continue you top tier account." This is a statement from Ye's defense team. Well, Kanye Memorial, formerly known as Ye Defense Team. For those who haven't noticed, I decided to change the name of this account and part ways as the admin. Without going into too much detail, some of the things I have seen behind the scenes within the community have made me no longer want to be a fan or someone who defends a person I no longer believe in. I feel like the person we all knew and loved, they're talking about Kanye, is long gone. Hence, why I changed my name of this account before handing it over and assuring this will be the next direction of this page. The account will now be handled by a fine gentleman named Nick, who is very much like myself. He's a passionate, creative, and entertaining personality and a very educated fan. Please continue to join him on his new journey as he carries on the legacy of the person we all knew and loved by memorializing them. I'm very grateful for those who have joined me in the fight for what I truly believe was a good fight. I am blessed to have met many amazing people on this journey, and it's my pleasure to entertain you all. Thanks for being part of the team, Kanye's defense team. Now, y'all, does this have something to do with Kanye West's new lawsuit? Probably absolutely. If you haven't read that whole lawsuit, I did a really good live about it where I go into detail. Again, the news makes it sound funny, but there actually is something very weird and very wrong going on. I've said it once and I've said it again, okay? The person that's ran Kanye's biggest fan account, one of his biggest supporters, biggest people to get his narratives out, have said, and I repeat, right? I feel like the person we all knew and loved is long gone. What I've seen behind the scenes within the company have made me no longer want to be a fan and be somebody that actually defends, right? You lost your number one stan account on Instagram. Now, there's a few others that are still around. We don't know what's going on with that. But I will say that, uh, again, Kanye and Bianca are in Tokyo hiding. Every time Kanye goes through something, he goes to Tokyo to unwind. But when you think about it, Tokyo is the place that started it all. That started their trend of Bianca walking around nearly naked with risque stuff. Now, listen, if Bianca wants to walk around naked, that is Beyonce's prerogative. I am saying that it's what is going on behind the scenes, that even your number one Stan account has said you are no longer the person I know and they have lost faith in you. It is time to ring the alarm. I know Kanye just likes to keep yes people around him, but at the end of the day, we can't even. Well, Milo, who is his chief of staff, who is a staunch nationalist, and it shocks me that so many of Kanye's fans that are not minorities have no problem kikiing and laughing along with a known white nationalist that gets fired every third Thursday and then gets brought back. On top of that, Kanye's texts even show a heavy anti Black sentiment, right? On top of that, there's something very bizarre as to what he is going through, what he is going on. Let's not forget in the lawsuit, he demanded an employee that had to sleep with them. He also wanted to have a freak off with that employee's mother and wanted the employee to watch him blank his mother. He demanded that Bianca give sloppy toppy to his friends. Bianca and her friends give sloppy toppy in a conference room in the Yeezy's office. It was wild over there. I know Kanye has hit back saying he is the victim because everybody knows he has a problem. It is not enough anymore to say that you have a pee addiction when you're thinking about when you are literally running your office like Sodom and Gomorrah. And before y'all say, oh my God, it's all consensual. You guys, have we not learned anything? Everybody can't be consensual when you are creating an environment that if you want to create, if you want to do good, then you need to bust it open for Kanye West. Why he's literally editing videos that he's circulating around to make his D look bigger so he can send it to all his friends. How is that normal? Do people dream about doing that? And all Kanye says is, well, she seduced me. That's your defense. She seduced you when she has text messages and everything else. Now, listen, I don't know why Kanye hasn't paid this girl off. I'm guessing it's because they don't have any money, not like that, to be paying them off. Or maybe he just doesn't care. Maybe this is all a lead up for him opening the Yeezy P industry that he says he's going to do, right? But again, like Illy Philly said, you know, the Yay Defense Team IG page, this post that they put up is wild. And it says they're walking away from being a stan page and they're handing the page over to someone, but they're taking the name with them. And the new page is only going to memorialize who they knew Kanye to be. Listen, the name change to Kanye Memorial is low key shady, but it is saying something, right? Okay, so another person said, Kanye, what is Kanye doing? He needs to slow down. Does he not realize some people are better friends than enemies, right? And they said also, listen up. If this was 2 years ago when people saw faith in Kanye to turn the ship around and get back to what he used to be, but that ship has sailed. His album came and went. He even tried to hop in on the Drake and Kendrick beef, and he was laughed out of the room. Another person says, seriously, who would have even thought this is Ria Tia? Seriously, who would have ever thought this would happen? 2 or 3 years ago, that would have been a big deal. And now his wife is walking around in swimsuits in Japanese shopping malls, and Kim is taking selfies with streamers half her age trying to look sexy. Again, another person said, and this is Kurt Franklin's Holy Grail, said, yeah, Kanye's fan base doesn't even hold the power they once did. So this is the wrong time to turn against the few bloggers that don't go in on him. Listen, anyway, they said, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. What do you think is going on? Again, we'll see if this goes to trial. If it does, and again, at the end of the day, any problems that Kanye's having right now, he only has himself to blame. Again, like you said in that line, he just effed your B in a Sean John tank top, baby. He was asking for this smoke. Listen, if you don't know what is in that lawsuit, please watch my live. And also, at the end of the day, I think Kanye's defense team has a point. Turn that into a memorial. You are mourning who you thought somebody was, and you're now talking to someone that you cannot support or even believe in. Y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. 2024, like Cat Williams said, is going to be the year of exposing. And no, we are not talking about Bianca walking around in a sheer hefty bag. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.